is Abby with Scrappin' Abby, and I wanted to do a video to share with you ladies a card that I'm working on for a local client customer of mine. She wanted me to make a birthday card for her her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law loves purple, so of course I was excited to work on this because this is my color. So I wanted to share with you guys what I'm working on. I already kind of started, and I thought, let me do a video just in case you might be interested in some of the projects I do just kind of on the side for local customers, clients, and I have some people out of state also that buy things for me, random different crafty things. So this is really going to be probably labeled as kind of a, you know, shop your stash or kind of using up your scraps or something, because the paper is all left over from other projects. You know, I have little bits of this pearl spray I've been clipping on for a while. You know, I have this random pack of, I don't even know where they came from, of, you know, these really cool, you know, stick pins. So I have a couple of those pulled out down here. This is just some, you know, little bit of lace I have left over, some 3 Girl Jam crinkle ribbon. I don't know if I'm going to use both or not. My style is just to kind of gather everything and then pull out what I don't want. And sometimes I introduce things that I didn't have on my table in the beginning. And then I have a little bit of some cheesecloth from another project I have, so I thought I'd incorporate that possibly. It's going to be really shabby chic because that's kind of what their style is, and it's my style too. So I was really happy to make it for that reason, but I obviously create things for people in what style they like. So for the flowers I'm going to show you in a moment, I already sprayed them with this Lindy Stamp Gang in the Glitz Spritz. This is my staple spray from Lindy Stamp Gang. I absolutely love it. If I could get it in a 5-gallon jug, I would. And then I just sprinkled on some of these Tim Holtz Distress Stickles. It's the glitter. And I have a video on my channel where I'm sharing with you the storage I use for my glitters and things like that. So you can look at that video if you would like. If I remember, I'll link it in the description below. And then these are just random flowers I've had from several. Ignore the board. I use this for different, you know, purposes, spraying, that kind of thing, so it's kind of ugly. But this flower just has some Glitz Spritz and some purple spray. These ones are still kind of wet, but I sprayed them with the Glitz Spritz, and then I just sprinkled some of that really fun glitter I shared with you over top of them. So they're just kind of really, really pretty and shimmery, and you can kind of see that already. And I'll just take my heat tool and dry those off when I get close to using them. And the card base I'm using is from Hobby Lobby. It's the square card. You can use that, but I'm going to build onto it because this is pretty flimsy, but that's the base. And then a couple different stamps I'm going to incorporate. This is a set from Close to My Heart, and it's the Everyday Occasion set, and I'm going to be using the Happy Birthday because I like the font. It looks very kind of, you know, shabby to me, kind of, you know, what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to be pulling from this Soiree stamp set that I have from Pink Paisley. I'm going to do some stamping on the inside. I haven't decided yet which ones, but I'm kind of leaning towards one of these cake stands and probably like a cupcake, and then I'll stamp it, you know, with some different colors and such. So that's kind of what I have in my mind at this point in time. So who knows what it'll look like when I'm done. That's kind of how I work. And then for the ink, I'm using the archival ink in Jet Black. And then I don't think I mentioned these, but these are some leaves that I have, and I've already clipped a few off, and I thought I might incorporate some leaves. If not, I'm going to use the leaves that I pull off the back of my other flowers because I like to save these for other projects. So that's kind of why I'm probably going to name this, you know, Crafting with My Scraps or something like that, because I'm going to make a beautiful card. Hopefully it'll turn out beautiful, using some scraps of papers left over from other projects. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because she needs this fairly quickly. She kind of last minute order, and I said not a problem, I'll get it done. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on the card, and I'll be back when it's completed. See you in just a little bit. Hello ladies, so I'm back with the completed birthday card, and I want to keep it. I think it's so pretty. And I'm not saying that to brag, I just think it's pretty. Oh, anyway, so I had a lot of fun putting this together. I actually got it put together a lot quicker than I normally do. I'm not the fastest crafter because I start and then I get up to go switch the laundry and things like that. So I was able to sit down and I made this in probably about, 5-10 minutes, I guess, at the most, probably. And I just think it turned out really cute. So you can see some of the things that I did not incorporate that I had pulled out, some of the papers, and just because that's just kind of the design process for me. I just kind of get a bunch out and I kind of start peeling away the layers and kind of getting some different things. So I did not end up using that corrugated cardstock that I thought I was. For the ink I used around the edges, it's the Dusty Concord Distress ink, because I always like to ink the edges of my projects. And then you can see here, I'll hold it up so you can see it. This is the cheesecloth that I used, and I just think it just kind of adds like a nice little shabby touch, and it also adds another layer of texture. And I just distressed the outer edge of the darker basil cardstock, stamped the sentiment I shared at the beginning. I put a purple flower here just to kind of balance it out a little bit. I tried white, but it muted it, like you couldn't really see it because there was white right behind it. And then I added the stick pins here and a little bit of pearl spray, added some of that lace, a little bit of that crinkle ribbon, put some flowers around there in the corner, and then I wrapped around the card. This is the darker trim from Three Girl Jam. That one is called the Purple Passion, and then Witch's Brew is the other one I use. It's a lighter purple. And there's the cheesecloth again, kind of poking out a little bit, and I obviously frayed it to make it look shabby. Here are a couple of those little leaves. I thought that turned out really super cute. And then for the inside, like I told you, I want to make a little bit thicker, sturdier card. So I layered a couple different papers inside here as well. And then this is the area for her to write her sentiment. And then I wanted to include just a little bit of that darker crinkle ribbon just to kind of add a little bit of pop to the inside of the card as well. I was going to stamp one of the cake stands that I mentioned in the first part of the video. I ended up not doing that because I felt it would just be too busy. So I didn't want to make it, you know, too much. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it's really cute, and I'm just going to get some pictures so I can get it put up on my website and on my Instagram. And if you guys aren't following me on all those other places, please do that. I'd love for you to. A lot of times I share things there that I don't always put in a video. So I just think that turned out really super pretty. I just love it, and I'm so glad it was a purple project that I got to work on. So anyway, thanks so much you guys for watching, and I'm always taking custom order requests from people. So I know that most of my viewers are crafters, but sometimes maybe they don't do this particular style, or maybe they enjoy watching crafting but they don't do cards. Maybe they do just painting or things like that. So just contact me. You can send me a private message, or you can send me an email at scrapandabby@gmail.com. and then we can kind of work out the details of that. And I will see you ladies next time. So happy crafting, happy planning, happy scrapping, and have a fabulous day. Bye. Oh, also stay tuned for some photos of the card close-up at the end of the video. See you guys.